Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Heroes Table. I'm your host, Tisha. With me, I have my co-host, Midnight and Taluvius.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry for the slightly delayed start. I had some technical difficulties with getting the game to work. As you can see, I still have the chest in the corner missing. I'm pretty sure this is a client-side problem on my something, and not a problem with the game, because other people are saying it works fine, so not entirely sure what's happening, but hopefully the rest of the game works fine. Now that we got it to work. So, between last episode and this episode, we got a new update. And from what I can tell, people seem to at least majorly like it. And then there's been some balancing and I guess a couple of bugs here and there. But a lot of good discussions on Discord I've seen. So,
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
It is a total rehaul of the stat system, and even the enemy, the archetype stuff is, difficult. It's like it's so different. It's kind of hard to figure out. But I don't know. I've really enjoyed it.
Oh wow!
Really enjoyed the mobile a lot.
I think I forgot to assign my skill points.
Yeah, don't do that. Do that.
I mean, the first round of the Dark Tower floor 1, and first turn, 3 of my characters are dead. This is kinda... yeah. Of course, that was planned. I just wanted to demonstrate what happens when you go to the update and then you forget to assign your skill points.
Totally intentional.
Yes, that's absolutely. Huh.
So I think, with the update and the complete rehaul of the stat system, I mean, Tal is probably the furthest along of all of us. What do you think about it, Tal? Like, in game, did it change a lot in terms of the Dark Tower? And
Well, it changed enough that I haven't been able to progress one level since it's changed.
okay,
So, not that I know other people have, I just haven't figured out quite what I'm doing wrong. So,
gosh, so
I'm
it's
guessing
that different.
So before, the rhythm of it was whoever goes first AoEs, and then usually they would win the end. You get new gear, check that, see if it's good, and you just keep rinse and repeat. Now I'm trying to I have to go through and essentially remath everything because the percentages are increasing your base stats, and so if your focus is 1, then it's the percentage increases on top of that, from what I can understand.
Right.
And so but that's not right. But you have to consider the other, like, toughness and vitality, because if they're too low, then like one hit and you're done. And so, like, I'm looking at my Thundercaller right now. I've got a power of 2, a focus of 644, a toughness of 6, a vitality of 1517, wills 234, and lux 94. So while my health vitality is high, my toughness is really low, so like one hit needs toast. So I'm trying to find new equipment that can bolster that toughness without reducing my ability to hit, because otherwise the session for that level just goes on and on and on, because you can't ever do enough damage. So That's where I'm at, trying to
So
sort that out.
even though you have a ton of hit points, it's not just the hit points, it's also the toughness, which is sort of a like across the board damage reduction.
I believe you know what? I haven't seen the math on that. So, well, I mean, right now my toughness is 6, but my resistance is I have 0% immunity or resistance to physical damage. So I'm not entirely sure how that interacts with the toughness number.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the stat points as well. It seems like you have a very limited amount of stat points now.
yeah, and which I mean doesn't really matter because I'm sure it's all the same. But the idea is figuring out like where the line is for the floor you're on.
Right.
So you reallocate your points every time you do a new quest, or?
No, not reallocate points. I think there's probably a base that you get to that's right for your level, and then you just swap out as you win. You get new equipment, and then like no, it's pretty much before. It's just it seems to be a little more complicated right now, and understanding what it is that's keeping me from dying, I guess, isn't it? Let's try this one. So I just changed my armor, and the toughness was 5,000%, and so my toughness went from 6 to 330. Give you an idea.
I think it's worth mentioning that it's not also just like changing how the base points impact like your game's statistics, the toughness and the damage reduction, all that. But they also collapsed some of the categories down, right? There are less categories to apply points to.
Yeah, correct. I think they removed a few items and put more into toughness, I think. So will, I think, is more in line with immunity and resistances.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting.
I don't know. I'm still figuring this out. Let's see here. Toughness reduces physical damage taken. Will reduces magical damage taken. There you go.
So currently, it's not just rethinking where you're going to put points, but you actually have less place to put points.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think I have the wrong equipment on my on my Thundercaller, because I put 1 in power and 1 in focus and 1 in luck, and then all the rest are in toughness, vitality, and will, which potentially makes him a tank. So I need to realign my equipment with those numbers.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm thinking about it wrong, but I tend to allocate the most depending on what the skills they have uses. Like if it's magical, then I put most in focus because it increases magic damage, and same for physical. And then I of distribute the rest towards the buffs.
Yeah, so that's if you're just concerned with your power, your damage output, but you have to consider your toughness. Otherwise, you're going to be a one-shot.
Yeah.
And you're going to die. Right. So that's what's changed a lot.
Yeah, I'm also worried about my equipment. I have no idea how my equipment will translate to this new system.
I'm pretty much going through right now and changing all my equipment to focus on toughness and vitality, and we'll see if there's a difference in my ability to live longer.
I just noticed that in the heroes screen, when you allocate points, it'll give you like a archetype, I guess, for your own characters. So I just allocated my points, and all of them are glass cannons.
Yeah, you're gonna regret. You'll regret that.
So now I'm buying Scrolls of Unlearning, which were reduced to 100 gold per scroll, just so everyone knows.
Which is nothing.
Yeah, it's really nothing. And there are item packs too. I could buy these level 50 item packs and maybe respec some that way. But yeah, it's really like a fundamental shift in the system. Oh, I guess the only one that's not a glass cannon is my healer. Big surprise. So, let's see.
I can definitely see what you mean with them being very squishy right now.
Oh, squishy.
Yeah, because of my point allocation. I will have to redo that. But they do a lot of damage now, so...
Oh, and I see. Okay. This is really tough. So you essentially end up with, I think for most characters, I would think of this in 3 categories of stats. So you have power and focus, which will be your DPS stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have toughness, vitality, and will, all of which is your like defensive stats. And toughness is just for physical.
Yeah.
Vitality is just for HP. And will is just for magical damage. So you really need a good spread across those. Plus your DPS. And if your characters have power and focus DPS abilities, then you're really in for a game there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and then, yep. And then your equipment is all percentages.
Yeah, so those percentages are what's adding to the attribute base. So like it's adding 1,000% on top of whatever you're like. If you have 1, then 1 times 1,000%.
And this really changes rings because there's no more accuracy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this legendary sapphire ring of accuracy I have, and now it's garbage.
No.
Which is interesting because it gives, so it's 1,500 health, 44% frost damage percent increase, 46% holy damage increase, and then 115 chaos damage resistance. That's like useless. I mean, in terms of other rings, I have another ring that gives me 1,500 health and 183% focus, and that's way better now.
So, I see Alex in the chat saying he got something for my monk, but I will admit I have not noticed. So I'll try to figure out what he's talking about. Is it an item? I guess it's an item. Is it possible to see like things you have received or something?
Ooh, he gave you a gift.
Apparently. I'm not sure what I'm
Nice.
looking for though. Again, with the new system, I'm not really sure what to look for compared to like equipment-wise.
Yeah. I got rid of a ton of items right before this too. That was dumb.
You'll just have to make more.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage everyone to not just reset their stats, but look at your items.
Well, I mean, you didn't really have a choice in the... Wait, what happened here? Oh, I guess I did that. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Necklace. This one? Or this one? Oh, this one seems interesting.
May have to go back and refarm some lower quests just to
I assume it's this one.
redo a few things here. Have you tried going back at lower levels of the tower, Tal, and
No,
It's definitely this
reforming
one.
stuff?
I have not done that.
Nice. Thanks for the eye level 5000 necklace. I appreciate it. It's quite nice. Might just have made my monk the most powerful character in the game. Like, of my characters.
That's interesting.
So I wonder if I sort on level. Okay, so it will sort on eye level as well. So I can check everything I have that is above level 50.
I'm still alive, so it's definitely making a difference.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that necklace. I appreciate it. It's definitely gonna help.
Oh, this is interesting too. I'm noticing on the character screen on the left-hand side, under where you get those attributes, damage increase, critical hit, all that stuff. Underneath the character picture, you now get percentage increases in different areas. That's really helpful. So like health, haste, healing, critical chance, critical damage, and all damage. That's really interesting.
I see.
Yeah, my executioner should not be a glass cannon.
Okay, I'll see how this goes. I'm pretty sure my monk at least will survive longer. Hopefully my Thundercaller will as well. My vampire I'm not too worried about. Oh, and I get to start. That's even better. I'll start by killing everyone, I guess. Okay, my Gambler could do with more buff. Oh yeah, my monk didn't take any damage. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How is the Thundercaller doing? Okay, Thundercaller doing pretty decent damage as well. I guess I just need to balance my Gambler a bit more. Who has the most health? Don't know. This one maybe. Yeah. Okay, my Gambler seems to be the weakest link.
Have you redone the gamblers? Because now luck has much more of an effect.
Yes, I tried to focus on luck, but it seems like it's not good enough of a tank with the current equipment he has. So
yeah,
it's not. He's not able to stay alive long enough. And I'm wondering if the lack of a proper healer is gonna be more of a problem now.
Yeah. That might be a big problem then now. Oh yeah.
But yeah, my monk is basically one hitting everything. But at least he's not what is it called, like invulnerable. So I can still lose.
One of the other things I've noticed that's changed now is that I'm using way more of all of the different abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I just spam the same thing over and over again, and now I'm using different things.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure all of the.
Is that? I wonder. So I wonder if it, in reworking the stats, it reworks it for the enemies too. So I wonder if looking at their toughness, vitality, and will help you inform what damage type you should use. Does that make sense?
So I'm fighting the bosses right now, and I'm on turn 122. And Dark Tower 4857. All right, I'm almost there.
Interesting. Oh yeah, my monk can. Okay, yeah. Oh, I got a lot of achievements. Apparently my achievements were reset. Oh, and you get eye level items immediately now,
Oh, nice.
like in the Dark Tower. So I got, well, it's only eye level 51, but it's better than 50, I guess. Not sure why I got that many achievements now. I should already have some of those.
This is really interesting. So if you look at, like, I'm fighting elementals right now because I'm going back to lower levels to like get a better feel for where all my characters are. So I'm fighting elementals. Energized elementals have a will of 20, toughness of 9. So for that, you're looking for like physical damage. And then the earth elementals have a toughness of 20 and a will of 9. So they're the opposite. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it would make sense that the gambler needs crit artifacts, especially if you build, like if you use a lucky build.
Right, right. Oh. Huh.
Right, I did it. So those changes made a big difference.
Jeez, and the fire elemental has a toughness of 31 and a will of 20. Damn, guy's tough.
Let's try this one.
So I guess it would be worth looking at will and toughness to figure out whether you're going magical or physical on each one. Though my Tempest did just like one shot pretty much all of them.
Wait, am I just replacing the... Why is that happening?
Interesting.
Oh, I have to save it. Okay. Crit chance +4, but damage -5. I feel like that might be a net negative on that one. Okay, this one seemed good for this one.
I guess I can really see why this would sort of create an opening or level the playing field, I guess, for something like PvP. Because you're getting less points, but where you put each point is way more important now.
Yeah, and you might even want to reallocate your points depending on the equipment you get, and vice versa.
Right. Yeah, so that scroll of learning only being 100 gold is going to be key. I wonder if they'll keep it there. My only question.
And yeah, with it being 100 gold, it also makes it viable to figure out, like, if I'm doing, like, I know right now most of the focus is on the Dark Tower, where the battles are a bit more random, but as there comes more quests available, where they are, like, thematic, you will be able to allocate your points to combat exactly that quest that you're looking at.
Right.
I feel like that's a bit more difficult in the Dark Tower because it's pretty much random what you get into. So you can't really predict anything.
That's fair.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I get that crit chance is good, but should also get some damage in there once you do crit.
Right.
Rarity will drastically impact now with new point distribution in future PvP. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me really glad that it seems more dynamic. So, like, I remember playing Diablo 3. The end game for Diablo 3 was getting armor or getting equipment that increase your crit chance and your crit damage. And that was basically it. Nothing else mattered because the biggest damage you could do, all that really mattered was doing as much critical damage as you possibly could. And it seems like this system, at least, there is no one answer. It depends on who you're fighting. Like you said, with the randomized battles, it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to have to balance things out so that you're ready to fight any type of enemy, whether they're stronger against magic or physical or whatever it may be. Which I think is really interesting. Maybe I'm the only one, but I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm just not sure if I have good enough equipment to really be here. I mean, my overpowered monk is definitely helping a lot, but I would have totally lost this battle in the before times.
Yeah, and I'm in the same way. So I am fighting battles that I totally have lost before, many times, but now sort of taking a more careful approach, and I'm pretty much wiping the floor with them now. So I'm into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured my thing out too.
Nice.
Yeah, now I'm just hammering them. So it just takes a little retuning.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the archetypes, I feel like on your characters actually really help. So as you allocate points, you can be like, oh, no, that's not how I want to do that. This is how I want to do that.
I actually don't have a glass cannon in my current party.
Yeah, I don't either. I got totally rid of them. So everything is everything is what it's supposed to be. My Tempest is a mage, my Valkyrie is well-rounded, my High Priestess is obviously a healer, and the Executioner is a tank. And I'm good to go.
So I feel like my Gambler is definitely spec'd wrong because he doesn't do a lot of damage.
Interesting.
And I guess my critical hit chance is too low.
Do you have a Tempest?
No.
Oh. Okay. I think
I do.
you should get yourself a Tempest.
And a healer.
And a healer. I mean, more importantly, the healer, obviously. But my best is like, oh, your will is hot, like way higher than your toughness. Yeah, I don't care. It's dead anyways. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess I need more toughness. Well, actually, I don't know if it's toughness. I need more health, I guess.
Hmm.
And my Thundercaller is not doing too well either.
Yeah, I wish I'd have put a little more in that's focus. I might change that. The good news is that my toughness has definitely made an impact.
Nice.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, that monk. I feel a bit like cheating, to be honest.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I finally did it. I have a team. This is going to be embarrassing to say out loud. I have a team of all level 50 characters now.
All right.
Wow.
So that is, like I said, it's pretty embarrassing, but I'm there. I made it. Slow and steady wins the race. So now the game begins.
But yeah, I also imagine like buffs and debuffs means a lot more now as well because of the effect they have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, let's see. I wonder if each of them, I'll have to take another look. Base power 50 and see if the buffs and debuffs act as percents also.
Oh, interesting.
I'm seeing this base power in here. Base power 80, base power 60. But I'm not seeing in terms of shields and stuff. I'm not seeing like percentages or anything that would lead me to understand what percentage it increases. So maybe that's something that they're leaving to the community. I know they wanted to leave some mystery to us.
Hmm.
Boy, Sindine's rough.
Hmm.
I can't do enough damage. She just regens too quickly.
Oh yeah, I've been in that pickle as well before.
I think we might be in a stalemate.
Oh, the
Yeah.
floating eye has got a nice sprite now, or model. I'm not sure if it's sprite or model in this case. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Jeez. Winter Knight defeated. That was easier than expected.
Alright, lady in red, prepare to die. Oh, in a moment. Once my monk get the turn. Yep, rip.
So now Sindine has 2 high priestesses that she's summoned.
Interesting.
Yeah, so now I really can't hurt her because she just regens too fast.
Okay, so I think my vampire is pretty good. She could do with a bit more health, maybe, but she's not dying immediately, and she does quite a lot of damage. Everyone else, though, they need some work.
All right. So, question for y'all: is the gladiator worth it?
I don't have the gladiator actually.
What do you think, Tal?
I don't know, I haven't used her in my team for a while.
Okay. Okay. That one might be easier to farm later on. Like once I have a stupid high eye level, just wipe the floor with them over and over. Got 93. Jesus. Wild E is way harder.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Okay, this looks like it could be good for my Thundercall actually. Has decent amount of power and focus. Clearly more focus than power, but it has both. Decent amount of will as well.
Okay, so lesson learned. Wild E is not nearly as easy as the Winter Knight. Looks like she has a massive amount of magic power, like magic damage. And it looks like my team was not ready for that.
Less health though.
So let's see.
So accuracy still seem to be a stat. At least when I'm comparing stuff, I still see accuracy.
Interesting. Maybe it's a subset of one of the other stats.
Could be. I'm not sure. Because these accuracy amounts are different, but I wonder if that's because the original rings had that. Maybe I don't know. Seems odd.
I think you're onto something here, Hisho, with the tuning your team to each fight. So I fought Wild E and she like wiped me real quick. But I'm fighting Caduceus. Catechus? I don't know how you say that. And he is not hurting me nearly as much. So there might be something to tailoring your resistances and everything to who you're fighting, what the fight is, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Okay, let's see if that keeps my Thundercaller alive a bit more. Okay, that was an interesting, terrible hit.
I'm now turned to
Okay, never mind. Never mind. He just wiped my entire party in one hit somehow. Interesting.
Okay, seems better. The Thundercaller.
Oh no, they killed my High Priestess. Now I'm definitely gonna die.
I don't know if I just did something, but somehow this seems to have gotten a lot easier out of us suddenly.
Uh-oh.
I don't
It's
know
a
if
trap.
it's a ruse. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it goes. That's the damage. You wanna die? Okay. Rip. Easy. Ooh. New achievement. Neat. Oh, I saw that. Should probably report that. It looks like the close button on the achievements pop-up is in the wrong set layer. Or ordering.
Ah, I figured you out. Figured out what killed me. I think.
My Gambler really does no damage, almost. But yeah, those changes to the Thundercaller definitely helped. So that's at least something. I need better equipment for the Gambler though. But yeah, that just goes to show, like, equipment really matters now.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Before it seemed to like help some, but not
Yeah, now my Thundercaller can one-hit the boss.
nice.
I just dealt 13 million damage. Received 1 million damage and lost.
Jeez. Okay.
So, devs, get on that one.
Okay, this stuff might be good for my vampire. Let's check it out.
So I feel like, you know, not to just be sitting here with everyone playing the game and like everyone listening be bored, but I feel like we have a brand new game here.
Yeah.
Because essentially, you know, the abilities are the same, but besides the beautiful looking game itself, all the abilities interact somewhat differently. The whole game plays differently, which I think is really interesting. It's like I kept wanting to call it Eternity 2.0, but I don't think the devs are. I don't think that's how the devs see it.
No.
But you know, it's a new game.
Yeah, I
And it's
believe so.
interesting.
It's yeah, it definitely feels new.
Oh, I beat you! Haha! Gotcha, to caduceus.
There's a lot more thinking now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oops,
Wait.
that's not what I wanted. Stop.
Oh.
But this one has more focus. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, this definitely focus. Don't need that.
Never mind. I don't think I beat him. Did I?
He comes back.
Okay, here we go. No. I feel like I have a delay here. Does he come back right afterwards?
Typically.
I think that's just an animation issue then. Yep, that's an animation issue. I also cannot attack him directly. This will be interesting.
Ooh, healing increase plus 69%. Nice. This might be good. Let's take it. Bit more tanky on the monk.
Okay, so I need to send this one to the team as well, I think.
Let's check the Gambler real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, but he has two-handed weapon. Not sure. So the only thing, like quality of life improvement I would like to see is the compare thing also being able to take into account like one-handed versus two-handed. Like figuring out, because right now if I look at an offhand item, it's just gonna say this is really good. Like it gives so much plus because it's not comparing it to the weapon I have, which I'm gonna lose if I put this in offhand. But it doesn't really indicate that. At least I don't see it. But it's difficult to figure out if these two one-handed items combined are better than this two-handed item.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you can do the math, but I'm lazy, so.
Do the math for me, team, please. Yeah, I appreciate that. Got to get your spreadsheet out.
So Gambler is definitely that. Okay. Not this one, because this has focus but less health. Less crit chance. But this might be good, except, nah. Might be a fine sacrifice. So I wonder, do we have, oops. I don't have any good rings, apparently, that has crit chance on it. At least none that are equipped, or not equipped.
Interesting. The gambler has more of like a support role, it sounds like, Alex.
Yeah, I think it also depends how you put the points. But I've put a lot in luck because I'm feeling lucky, I guess.
I see what you did there. See that. Yeah. Oh. And my Tempest nearly wiped out Lady Nyx, half of Lady Nyx's health in one hit.
Nice.
Thank you, Disintegrate. Gotcha. She's got some good stuff too.
So with all of these changes, are the skill points still level locked, or do you have all the skill points from level 1 now?
I think you get all the skill points from level 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the skill progression will work when you have this limited amount of points. So it must be mostly about the equipment.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my understanding too, is that it was a lot of equipment. I think you get let me see. I asked what effect the levels had now, and I want to say it was like more vitality. It was level increases health and damage. So the level increase does have an effect, but it just doesn't get you more points, I guess, which is interesting. So you set sort of how you want to play that character from the beginning, which I guess is another great reason for I just lost my train of thought. Goodness. Another great reason for the Scroll of Learning to be, so cheap.
Yes.
Because as you progress, you can just figure out, oh, I want to do this differently. Let me change that up.
And I think it is also in line with what you usually do with like MMORPGs. Like you kind of have an idea of where you want to go from the start. And with this, you are allowed to do that, basically.
Yeah. You can choose your direction from the start, but then you can also change it for pretty cheap. So I hope the Scroll of Learning stays relatively cheap, at least for a while. While folks figure out how they want to play it. Yeah. Lady Nyx is like no problem with that low damage or the low magical resistance. Compass. Staff of Light. Oh, got Norris Compass. Eye level 56 already. Interesting.
No, Gambler's pure focus. Yeah, this is not good for the Gambler. This is good for... Vampire's physical. Stun the Caller both. No, both. No.
That's really interesting. So the eye level stuff does start early.
Monk is both. Not better than that by the looks of it. Not particularly fan of that either. Alright, let's try floor level 2. Will I finally do it?
You can do it! Interesting.
Well, obviously my monk has no problem here.
Big shock.
Looks like my vampire is doing pretty well here as well. Thundercaller 2. Monk, it's alright. Not great, not terrible.
I think it'd be fun to have a community event sometime. Gotta figure out a good time for everybody, but something on the Discord where we can all like get together and talk about different builds and stuff like that, especially with the new system. I think it'd be interesting to hear how other people, how everyone approaches the new system, characters, get sort of a broad perspective. So maybe I'll start talking about that and see where folks are in terms of that, see if they're interested.
Definitely. Alright, I beat floor level 2. Wow.
Oh boy, here we go.
This was what I needed. Just an update to the game that made it more for me or something. Sometimes the game crashes my browser and just flashes, and then everything maybe works. Interesting. Okay, doing alright here as well. Oh, this is gonna be a short one.
I got a hanging screen. Damn.
Okay, let's skip 2 floors at a time. Floor 5. Oops. Level 60 enemies. Ooh. Yeah, but my problem was floor 1 was barely beatable in the old days. But it does seem more beatable now.
That's good.
Like the Dark Tower in general.
Yeah. It's got to be frustrating to get, stuck at one place forever, so.
Definitely. Also, I should use my heal more. I just realized. That small bit of healing I do have. Get that guy. No, my vampire. Okay, this is gonna be rough. No, not my monk.
There
oh
we go.
No.
What?
Let's try that one more time. Oh, I also see we are out of time already. I guess time really flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess level 5 is a bit more difficult. That's not the enemy I clicked on, but okay. It's fine. Okay, at least my monk is healing a lot. Maybe that's something I should take note of. Maybe I overdid it a bit on the healing.
Not quite enough damage, too much healing.
Well, I mean, my monk does a lot of healing as well. A lot of damage as well. So, But that's probably because of its equipment. Yeah, I'm healing almost my entire squad fully. Pretty much
Nice.
from any level.
Oh, the Tempest is ridiculous, guys. It's amazing. Just like destroying Lady Nyx. Like all the other characters do a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Tempest is like, no, I got this. Watch this, guys.
Okay, I beat floor 5, which gives eye level 52 items. Wow.
Nice.
Can we do floor 6? I'll try one time, then we can end the stream, because we are 3 minutes over time. But we also started a little bit late, so...
Yeah. Well, for everyone watching, I hope you guys are enjoying the new system. If you're not already in, playeternity.io is where to get started. I feel like it's a good sign when we've been playing since well before launch of the original game. So I feel like when all three of us are so interested in how all this is going now or being put together now, that that's exactly what we talk about the whole time, then it's, that's a good sign. It's a good update when it's that interesting and that new. So I hope you guys are enjoying the update. And like I said, if you're not playing already, give it a shot. Playeternity.io. This is the beginning of many other things to come. So come check it out. Get started. Start enjoying it.
Yeah, and remember to give us feedback on Discord if there's something about the game that you don't like, or something that has changed that you don't like.
Yeah.
Just because it's changed now doesn't mean it can't change again in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I've on our Discord, the team has been constantly looking at feedback, updates, what's working, what's not. So they're very interested in what's working for the players, what's not working for the players. So yeah, absolutely. Give us as much feedback as you have. We're happy to take it, as always.
For sure. I think this is the first time ever that I've killed Stampy before Rex. Like that just does not happen. Ooh, I level 54. I'm definitely staying on level 6 or something. It seems doable. Alright, well, with that, I think it's time to wrap it up. Oh yeah, thank you guys for coming by and do all that stuff that Midnight was just saying. And join our Discord, participate in the discussion, and tell your friends about the game. If you enjoy it, they will definitely enjoy it too. And if they don't enjoy it, tell them to join our Discord and tell us why.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right, and yeah, I'm looking forward to changes to come. I'm sure this year is going to be a big year for Eternity. It's for sure it's not slowing down. Let's just say that.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I hope to see you guys again in the future. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.